Yaho, welcome to this silly Valentine's Day special edition of Ranking Fanfiction Tropes. I promise there will be a proper gameplay coming up soon, but I just wanted to do something little and silly for Valentine's Day. So here we will be ranking these fanfiction tropes. I haven't really looked through the tropes, so if there's anything a little NSFW, then I will mark this video accordingly, I suppose. But either way, I'm not going to go into deep detail if there is. I kind of changed the color rankings. I know red is usually right on top for Love It and stuff, but here's my ranking. Blue, guilty pleasure. I would rather perish than admit that I like some of these things, but guilty pleasures are guilty pleasures. Green, populates my bookmarks. That'll probably be the tags that populate my AO3 bookmarks the most. Light green, enjoyable. I would read them once, but probably not reread them obsessively like I do with my bookmarks. Yellow, if executed well, kind of a hit or miss. I will still read it and give it a chance if the synopsis looks good and stuff like that, but I wouldn't read it with the hope and expectation for it to always be a hit. Light orange, if executed very well. I will read it if it's a recommended fic, but if it's up to me searching on my own, I wouldn't particularly try it unless it really looks very promising. Dark orange, only rare gems, meaning I have not totally given up hope of finding something I like within that tag, but I will not haven't totally given up finding what I like in that tag, but I will not actively search for it. And red, not my jam. I don't think there's anything that I particularly hate, but if I say it's not my jam, then it's probably not something I will actively search up. So we will be going in order from, bottom to top. So starting from XX Lovers. I'm not sure what XX Lovers is. This is just exposing my my horrible knowledge. What is XX Lovers? Let me Google that real quick. In fic. I suppose Access to Lovers. I haven't really read any Access to Lovers, I think. So I would put it in if executed very well. I may or may not change it later on. Paranormal AU. I also haven't really read much of this one. If executed very well. I'm not super... I think maybe because I haven't been in many fandoms where paranormal AUs are things that people write. Or maybe I've just never searched it up. So, but if it's executed very well, I would be interested in reading some good ones. Fighting turned confession. Fighting turned confession. If executed well. Either that or the earlier parts of if executed very well. But I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, I suppose, and put it in if executed well for now. X-Reader. Only rare gems or if executed very well. I don't know. I don't really read them. So I guess only rare gems for now. Because I would only read them if this one particular friend of mine sends me a link. I only have one friend who sends me X-Readers. Canon compliant, very safe, enjoyable, just a very safe Arranged marriage. I haven't read any arranged marriages. Wait, I think I should make a... Okay. I haven't read a single arranged marriage fanfiction. My bad. Huddle for warmth. If executed well, I suppose. Amnesia. If executed very well. I think it's good, but I generally do not like miscommunication. So, body swap. Enjoyable. It may populate my bookmark if it is written very well, but other than that, I think I would read it once and stuff. I think it's a good way to understand the point of view of the other person. It's literally putting yourself in the other person's shoe. Grumpy and sunshine, if executed well. It's not a trope that immediately makes something very good. I mean, not that any trope immediately makes anything very good, but you know, just a grump and just a sunshine does not immediately equate to a good, to an enjoyable ship, personally. Yes. Modern day AU. I think I prefer this in fan art as compared to fan fiction, but if executed well. Miscommunication, I hate it. Bully, I think it's not my jam. Yeah. Gender swap. If executed very well, or only rare gems. I haven't read a single one though, because I haven't really actively and they were roommates. It's enjoyable. It's good for comedy, it's good for lots of stuff. AI. I've only read one AI fic, but I enjoyed it a lot. So it brings it kind of up higher than I thought it would be. But I think if executed well, AI fics have the potential to delve a lot into what makes a human and what extent being sentient really means in terms of humanity. Idiots in love, I love that. Enjoyable. Jealousy, don't really like that. Either rare gems or... Actually not my jam. Patching up wounds. Guilty pleasure or populates my bookmarks. It's a guilty pleasure. It's not really something I'm guilty about though. Oh, guilty pleasure and populates my bookmarks is the same ranking. It's just a matter of whether I'm guilty about it or not, I suppose. Then what is guilty pleasure for if I'm announcing everything I like? Oh, whatever. Near-death confession. Near-death confession, if executed well, I guess. Impreg. I haven't read a single one. I'm not gonna judge something that I've never read at all. What is 5 plus 1? Let me Google. Five plus 1. Oh! Like 5 times something something and then 1 time something something. That kind of fic. If executed well. I would almost put it in if executed very well purely because of how overused it was at a period of time. But as much as it was overused, I feel like the times in which it was a well-written fic it's quite a high percentage. So, if executed painfully oblivious, if executed very well. Unless it's a comedy. If it's a comedy, then if executed well. But if it's generally in fics and then it drags on a bit too long and then it becomes painful, it's a bit like, Flower shop and tattoo artist. Yeah, it's the basic, enjoyable kind of. Missing scenes. Why is that familiar? Is it like filling up what happened behind? Yeah, it is. Like filling up what happened in between the canon stuff. If executed very well. Missing scenes in my experience, they're of course wish fulfillment. So it is up to whether your wishes align with the writer's wishes or not, and that's a coin toss. So if executed very well. Friends to lovers, basic, enjoyable. Yeah. Populates my bookmarks is very. Should I change something? Should I? Yes. Okay. So this would be here, here, here. Wait, here, yeah. Maybe here. Yeah, like that. Okay. Unrequited love, if executed well. Yes. I like angst, but only if done well. Meet the family. Guilty pleasure. I think. Okay, it also is if executed well. However, when it is executed very well, it jumps all the way up to guilty pleasure. Because fan fiction, where one character doesn't have a good relationship with their family, and then they get together with another character who has like the best bombest family ever, and then that person gets to feel what family love feels like, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, that does that say a lot? Anyway, it goes up to guilty pleasure. Okay, I'm not guilty about patching up wounds, but I think it should go this way. Yeah. So in that sense, populates my bookmarks is a tiny bit higher than guilty pleasure, but guilty pleasure is almost equally as high. Right, okay. Bookstore AU, basic but good. Nothing wrong with a good old, mission case fic. Basic but good. Alright. Poland, I haven't read a single one in terms of fic. However, in terms of fan art, it is nice if executed well. But I think I would put it here. Yeah. It's not something I really search up. These, I mean, of course they go under if executed well. What constitutes as if executed well? I am more into fan comics than I am into fan fiction, if any. Sharing a bit, I mean, it's meh. Like it doesn't excite me, but it doesn't need to be executed very well for me to read it. It's just meh. I guess it goes here. Hitman slash target. Good. Basic but good. It's enjoyable if executed very well. Coffee shop AU. Basic but good. Okay, then maybe this one goes up. But it also needs to be executed really well. Crack fit. Only rare gems. I don't particularly. What is a baby fic though? Is it when they have to take care of a baby together, or is it when someone becomes a baby? When one or more characters welcome or care for a baby. Only rare gems, I would say. Actually, no, if executed very well. Because the kind of baby fics that would be nice to read would be if two people who are very annoyed with each other find a baby on the street and have to begrudgingly work together to take care of the baby. And then it's like kind of comedic. Or if two people have to take care of a baby and it helps them regain what they lost in their childhood. Also good. Other than that, not really my thing. I think I prefer these baby fics if they are a little bit more comedic and not so much like, oh, we've been trying for a baby for so long and we finally have a baby. Wow, parenthood. I don't think that kind of thing is my thing. Established relationship. It's kind of meh in the same way sharing a bed is meh. If executed well, because if you can talk about something and still make it interesting, then why not? Fantasy AU, if executed very well. I feel like fantasy AUs are very interesting, but I did not grow up reading fantasy, so a lot of the themes and stuff are lost on me. So I feel like I rely a lot on detailed or comprehensive world building for me to understand the different tropes. What is Western AU? I haven't read a single one. Drunken Confession, if executed well. Drunken Confessions itself, if executed well. Drunken Confessions and then a miscommunication ensues, if executed very well, or only rare gems. But in general, I think it's cute. PWP, only rare gems. I'm very, very, very much plot reliant. Yeah, I enjoy plot more than the other P. But if you can describe expressions very well, or the atmosphere very well, then maybe. So only rare gems. Gen fic. I mean, basic but good. Most of the fics I read are gen fics. Bang or Die. I haven't read a single one. I think. Yeah, I haven't read a single one. Sci-fi AU. Only rare gems. Which is very weird. But it's the same as fantasy AU, except harder to find because. Well, then again, what's the difference between a sci-fi AU and an AI? Okay, I guess sci-fi is more really sci-fi world building as well, whereas AI could be just an AI character. So yeah, only rare gems. Purely because I did not grow up with sci-fi either. So it does not hit the spots. Celebrity AU, only rare gems, maybe. I haven't read a single one though. College AU, I like. Basic but good. Enemies to lovers. Guilty pleasure. It's not the most healthy thing in real life, but I haven't read a single ABO, come to think about it. Maybe I should. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it just hasn't come up in the list of things that I would naturally search, I think. Mutual pining or pinning. Is it pinning or pining? Enjoyable. Is it enjoyable or is it basic but good? Enjoyable. Fix it fic, if executed well. Once again, it's kind of like missing scenes where it's wish fulfillment, so it's very dependent on whether or not your ideals align with the author's ideals. However, I feel like for fix it fix, we are fixing something which is probably kind of like the common consensus among the fandom that, oh, I wish this was done better. So in that sense, there's a higher chance of you having your ideals align with the person writing the fic. Domesticity, basic but good. Sometimes it's very comforting to read. Soulmate AU, if executed well, or if executed very well. I haven't read that many. I'll keep it as if executed very well. Sick fic. I just think that it sounds nice if there's somebody to take care of you when you are sick, okay? Leave me be. Time loop, if executed very well. I'm very interested in time loops, in shows, in media and everything, but fan fiction or written media in general feels like a harder way of executing a time loop, purely because of how visual I feel like time loops. How much time loops rely on visuals, in a sense, or atmosphere or sound and all those kinds of things to convey that feeling. If it can be executed well enough in writing, then I will definitely enjoy it a lot, but it really has to be executed very well. Historical AU, if executed very well. Yeah. Similar as fantasy, historical, sci-fi and all that, I'm just not a history buff. Holiday fic. It's basic but good. Unhappy ending, if executed well. I don't mind unhappy endings if it is an unhappy ending that feels well thought out. Yes. Guilty pleasure. Nah, it populates my bookmarks. Yeah, it totally populates my bookmarks. Hurt comfort. Yay. Bodyguard. Don't think I've read a single Bodyguard. Slow burn also populates my bookmarks actually. Of course, it will fall under if executed well, but a large percentage of the fics that I reread like a madman are slow burn. But then again, they are slow burn because they are not romance focused. They're like mystery or death game or battle royals on an island with a side dash of slow burn. Major character death, if executed well, is very good. Dark fic. What is a dark fic? Let me Google. Dark fic in fanfiction. In which a fanfic deals with disturbing situations and themes, if executed well. I believe that fanfiction has the potential and ability to. Wait, I got distracted. I need to make it. Yeah, okay. I believe that fanfiction and writing in general has the potential to address very serious and dark themes in a mature and sensible and realistic way. If done correctly, it would populate my bookmarks or be a guilty pleasure. However, a large percentage of fanfiction that deals with dark themes don't handle it as tactfully as I would. Well, not really tactfully, but they don't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, I suppose, but they're not written in a way where I would read it and stomach it and be like, yeah, I want to put that in my bookmarks, you know. So it's pretty rare. Although I do understand that fanfiction is written for many different reasons. In fact, I really enjoy when fanfictions are written for the author themselves. I think those kinds of fics are the best, where you can really feel how raw the fics are, how heartfelt and how much it comes from the author's own mind or perspective or experiences and stuff like that. Sometimes it's therapeutic or releasing to write about things in that way, be it through projection or through wish fulfillment and so on. That was a very loud honk outside. Through all those kinds of things. It's just a matter of whether my wish fulfillment, my thoughts, the things in my head, whether or not they align with that particular author's experiences or taste. It's just a matter of that, and it's not as often as I would like it to be. Crime AU, if executed well or basic but good. It's basic but good. But then again, I haven't read a single crime AU. But I suppose it would be basic but good. Detective AU, hell yeah, enjoyable. I love Detective AU. Angst, guilty pleasure. Although once again, if executed very well, I enjoy angst in the character analysis sense. Like, if the fic can literally have zero plot, but if it is a very painful to read, heart-wrenching character analysis that just digs your gut out, then why not? I haven't read a single heist fic. I should change that. High school AU, if executed well. I don't know, it's quite a basic, normal thing. Love triangle, if executed very well. I don't hate love triangles, but it has to be written really well. Fake dating, if executed very well. I do not like miscommunication, but I have read a few fake dating fics that are very good because they're executed very well. Crossover, only rare gems. There's nothing wrong with crossovers, but in my experience of reading crossovers, I find that it really has to make sense in my head, or it really has to make sense, yeah, in order for me to enjoy it. If you just whack two of my favorite fandoms together, even if I enjoy the two fandoms independently, if my brain thinks, oh, this doesn't serve any purpose to the development of the characters or to, I don't know, then I have a hard time enjoying it. Canon divergence. I mean, quite a lot of stuff are canon divergence, so it's enjoyable. Or is it basic but good? I guess basic but good. Because if you were to do AUs of any kind, or meet the family, or anything of that sort, it already diverges from canon. So, secretly dating, if executed very well. I don't like miscommunication. Guilty pleasure, kind of. The weird thing is that I will shame myself for liking Hanahaki. I mean, obviously no shame to other people, but I am wholly and painfully hyper aware of how absolutely ridiculous Hanahaki disease in fics can be. Like, oh, like what are you gonna do? Choke up flowers and die because someone doesn't like you back? That kind of thing. Or I don't know. It's kind of mocked so much to the point where I end up absorbing that kind of mocking perspective towards Hanahaki as well. But at the same time, I'm a sucker for flower languages. I'm a sucker for hurt comfort. I'm a sucker for people actually reaching an end in which they communicate their feelings and or die, because I do like angst. So it just hits all the individual good spots, and then it blends into something that I just have to accept as a guilty pleasure. In fact, this entire guilty pleasure row was created because I saw Hanahaki down there. Hurt no comfort, if executed well. I enjoy it. I enjoyed Hurt No Comfort more when I was younger, but as I grow older, I feel old. As I grow older, I just need more soft things in my life, and Hurt No Comfort hurts a bit too much. I've never read a pregnancy fic in my life. Fluff, enjoyable. It's just good stuff. Royalty AU, if executed well, same as historical AU, I suppose, but a step up because I am more aware of the existence of kings and queens as I am to the rest of history. Lovers to enemies, only rare gems, or heck, not even my gem. Actually, it's too sad. So yes, this is my rough draft. Let me put them in order now. Hurt, comfort goes first, then patching up wounds, then slow burns makes sense. Guilty pleasure, definitely Meet the Family, followed by... which one goes first? Meet the Family first, then Sick Fic, then Angst. Hey, let me put Angst. Okay, then Enemies to Lovers, then Hanahaki. No, this way. Yes. Enjoyable. Detective AU goes high up, followed by Hitman Target. Wait, no, Fluff goes all the way up. I need my fluff these days. Canon compliant is just normal, enjoyable. Body swap is okay, mutual. I think it'll go a bit like this. Actually, body swap plus Hitman Target would be very enjoyable. Something like this, yeah. Basic but good. Among all of these, I enjoy Idiots in Love. Friends to Lovers is good, and They Were Roommates is good. College AU, I quite like College AU these days, just because it's very relaxing to read. Oh, but Bookstore AU is really good too. Maybe like here. Wait, why is Mission Case Fic so low? It needs to be under, above Detective AU. Why did I put it that low? Gen Fic is just normal. holiday fics go a bit down though. Crime goes it still goes lower than the regular gen fic. Canon Divergence is just normal holiday fic. Yeah, about there. If executed well. If executed well, hurt no comfort. Unhappy ending. Wait, no, if executed well, this one goes higher. Drunken confession. Yeah. AI. Near death confession goes a bit lower. This one goes here. Established relationship also goes higher. Like this. Yes. Soulmate AU goes here. Major character death, dark fic. Okay, I don't think the bottom ones. Well, if executed well is kind of a meh range. I can't really rank it that well. If executed very well, missing scenes are good. Baby fics are interesting if written very, very, very well. Time loops as well, but that's so hard too. Yeah, the rest are kind of meh. Only rare gems. Only rare gems. I think it. Yeah, this order seems about right. Not my gem. Out of all of these, the one I hate the least would be jealousy. Followed by... No, I hate the rest. Okay. I wouldn't say I hate it, but it's just not my jam. And I haven't read a single one of these. And yeah, I don't think I will be reading any one of these anytime soon either. So there, that is my completed list. Okay, this is my final list. I will put the link down below for you to try. And please send me yours if you end up doing it. If you do not agree with my ranking, please feel free to tell me why in the comments, because I am always open to be burned. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day. I will be posting this kind of late into the day, so like half an hour before midnight. So over here, Valentine's Day would be almost over. But as of now, I'm filming in the afternoon of Valentine's. So happy Valentine's Day. I hope you enjoy your Valentine's with either your date or yourself, or maybe a room full of cats or cute animals or something. Anyway, before I bore you all to death, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.